Hello, sweeties. It's a happy time. And you know what is a happy time? It's a story time from Jayashri ma'am. I have come with the Gruffalo story today. Yes, it's called The Gruffalo'S Child. Okay, I'm going to read it from the book. And you know, Gruffalo stories are written by Julia Donaldson, the very famous author. And nowadays, all the children like to read and like to watch the videos of Gruffalo stories, right? Okay, let's get into the story. What happens to the Gruffalo child? The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep, dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big, bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the daddy Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago.
What does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad?
The child was asking his father. See, he's telling the story about the big bad mouse. I cannot quite remember, said Gruffalo Dad. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head to remember how the mouse was looking like long before. Okay, the big bad mouse is terribly strong and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than the wire. Fire and wire. In this story, you will get lots of poetical sentences, okay? Lots of rhyming words also you will get. One snowy night when the Gruffalo snowed, the daddy Gruffalo snored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. Daddy is sleeping. I'm not getting sleep. What to do? The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave. So she tiptoed out to the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. Into the wood went the Gruffalo's child. Whoosh, whoosh, the snow is falling in the dark woods in the night time. Then what he saw coming out of his cave, aha, oh, a trail in the snow. Who is this trail and where does it go? A tail poked out of a log pile house. Could this be a tail of the big bad mouse? And he went close by and then saw something. A big tail was poking outside from the log. Out slid the creature. What was that? It's a snake, right? His eyes were small and he did not have whiskers. No, none at all. You are not the mouse, right? Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake eating Gruffalo cake. Down by the lake and eating cake, lake and cake. Yeah, so nice. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I am not scared, said the Gruffalo child. Aha, oh, marks in the snow. Whose are those claw marks? Where do they go? Two eyes gleamed out of the treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? And he looked up and he found two eyes popped out from the tree hole. Down flew the creature. His tail was short and he didn't have any whiskers of any sort. You are not the mouse. Too-hoo! Not I, but he's somewhere nearby eating Gruffalo pie. Not I, Gruffalo pie. Okay, mind these sentences, all the children. And then, he started walking. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo child. Aha, oh, a track in the snow. Whose is this track and where does it go? Whiskers at last, and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? Oh, see, I can see something here. And the whiskers. See, he always says I'm brave, but just look at his face, he's very scared. Out came the creature. His eyes weren't fiery, his tail wasn't scaly, his whiskers weren't wiry. You are not the mouse? Oh no, not me. He is under a tree drinking Gruffalo tea. Me and tea. Yes. It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo child, as she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in the big bad mouse, he said to himself. But here comes a little one out of his house, not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You will taste good as a midnight feast. I'm going to eat you, gobble you up. You are a little mouse, he thought. And do you think the mouse is less smart? No, let's see what prank he is going to make. See, he made a snowman just like a Gruffalo.
Wait, said the mouse, before you eat, there's a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you will let me hop onto the hazel twig, I will call my friend so bad and big.
The Gruffalo child was about to eat the mouse, but now after hearing this, he unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse. So he does exist? The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He called, then he said, just wait and see. Out came the moon. It was bright and round. It was a full moon day. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. See, look at the shadow of the tiny little mouse in the moonlight. And can you see the Gruffalo, how he got frightened? Ooh, he screeched. Who is this creature so big, bad and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder. I am really scared, said Gruffalo child. The big bad mouse, yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. He 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 he. See, look at me, I scared you. You are so huge and you could have eaten me, but I am so small. I have a big brain to get an idea to scare you. Yay! Aha, oh, prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints? Where do they go? The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. He was so scared, right? He is no more a brave child. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored, and he went to the dad and snuggingly he started sleeping beside him. And the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored. The little tiniest mouse is not scared anymore of the Gruffalos. He is going happily outside the Gruffalo's cave. Okay? He's gone into the deep sleep. Don't disturb him. Hope you all enjoyed the Gruffalo's child, how he went for an adventure to see the big bad mouse. But it was not a big bad mouse. It was a tiny mouse with a big brain of idea. Okay? All of you liked the story? Yes, clap, clap, clap and give a big thumbs up. Okay, enjoy the story. Bye bye. Take care.